everyone, my name is Heather Havenwood and welcome to UnCaged, truly helping you make more money online. So I want to talk to you a little bit about some things that are going on today in today's world. And, I do this show mainly because, I watch the market. I'm constantly watching what's going on with tech. And if you're a business owner or consultant, you've got to make sure that you're on the cutting edge of that. So I'm going to be talking to you today about basically Elon, I love Elon, and Jeff Bezos, and kind of what's going on, as well as when we're talking about a CEO that's actually using and leveraging Airbnb to basically make their employees happy. So if that's something that interests you, let's get started. Hey, okay, let's get started. I'm going to actually share my screen here because it's pretty interesting kind of what's going on. Let's see, share the screen. All right, I'm going to share the screen with you. So Tesla, you got to love some Tesla, you know what I'm saying? So Tesla stocks, of course, jumping up because Tesla is now on the S&P 500. Now, that might not be very interesting to you, but that's extremely interesting. Tesla is one of those companies where you're like, oh, it's just some dude with the car maker. And then all of a sudden, boom, he has satellites in the air, right? They spiked them as 13%. Now, why am I talking about this? Because one of the big things I think as entrepreneurs, you've got to be willing to adapt. You've got to be willing to adapt. And now is the time to completely restructure your entire business. That's what I'm doing. I'm completely restructuring my entire business. And so Elon Musk is kind of on the cutting edge of that, obviously. But how can you leverage what's going on with Elon Musk? How can you leverage what's going on with these big tech companies to actually improve your business? So I'm going to be talking about that today just a little bit. But I think this story is kind of really interesting, right? I just think it's really, first of all, he's just kind of a geek, right? How can we not say that he's a geek? And I'm not a stock person. I'm not going to sit here and tell you the details of stuff. That's not who I am. That's what I do. But I do look at trends and I do look at kind of what's going on and how I can really leverage what's happening, right? I mean, think about this. This market cap at $380 million, currently over $11 trillion. This is like absolutely crazy. I don't even own a Tesla. It's not even like very sexy to me. I don't even think Teslas are very cute. I don't think they're sexy. I don't really necessarily like them, but they are on the cutting edge, as well as Tesla, of course, does put a bunch of satellites in the air now. So I'm going to go ahead and just look, here's the thing. You got to watch what Tesla's going on. All right. Next thing is Jeff Bezos. Now, Jeff Bezos just granted $10 billion Earth Fund. You heard me right. $10 billion Earth Fund for combating climate change. Wow. I mean, what the hell? I'm not a big believer in climate change. I'm just not that kind of person. Whatever. I'm just not into it. It doesn't really excite me. It doesn't really turn me on at all. But I think it's fascinating that he just dropped $10 billion on an Earth Fund. Now, how can you take advantage of this? I don't know. That's a really good question. How can you take advantage of this? And now 16 initial recipients of the Earth Fund who received $791 million in donations to basically end climate change. And when I think of this, I think of the story about the World Hunger Project. The World Hunger Project actually asked the question, what's the number one underutilized resource on the planet that if we fix that, we would end world hunger? And the answer actually was women. Really, seriously, it was women. So if they could empower women to start their own businesses, that would actually end world hunger. So that's the question I have, is like, what's the number one thing that we can actually change around climate change? I don't know if it's $791 million to the Natural Resources Defense Council and Environmental Defense Fund. Maybe. I mean, that's a lot of money, dude. That's a freaking lot of money. But, go Bezos, because wow. Wow. I mean, that's intense, man. Wow. He also launched the Climate Pledge, which I know about that too. So there we go. Wow. Here's the numbers. We got the climate. Here's the numbers right here. You feel free to read these babies and maybe reach out to them and see if you want to do some consulting for them, because that's some serious money. That's some serious cash right there. Seriously, that's some serious cash. So I want to talk to you about a quick little story that's going on right now with Airbnb. There's actually a CEO right now who's actually using Amazon, using Airbnb to actually basically help their employees. And what they're doing is they're saying, okay, employees, look, you can actually go to these Airbnbs wherever you want, up to 2 or 4 days, and you can then we'll pay for it for 4 days, you and your entire family, and you work from this Airbnb. Will this make you happy? Now think about that. Instead of saying, here's a 2-week vacation, take off and we'll pay for it, they're saying, hey, go pick an Airbnb of your choice and we'll pay for 2 to 4 nights, depending on the Airbnb, in Lake Tahoe or something. And the employees will just take them up on it. So that's pretty freaking cool. I gotta say, that's pretty freaking cool. So, I just want to share these little stories today with you, and, how you can actually use this stuff for your business, and your, what's going on in your world. Then, yeah, that's it.